Croatia, Morocco.
Yeah, I think we need to think about that.
Yeah. Oh God.
What do you think? Because I really think that match is. I'm even more interested in that match than the last match. I mean,
Exactly,
because
man. Exactly. I see Morocco beating Croatia. I see Morocco beating.
I don't think twice about it. I think that's my own thoughts too, and I think they have the desire, they have the bite, and they want to go out with something this year.
It'll be a very cagey
I
game.
think most people, from what I've seen, most people actually think Croatia can beat Morocco. From what I've seen,
Don't bring your prediction
I
here.
mean, Croatia is
Don't bring your prediction here. Don't bring your prediction here.
No, I'm actually supporting Morocco based on I want Africa to win something. Since we missed out in the final, But from what I've been seeing on social media, so far,
Croatia is defeated already. Croatia doesn't need a third place match. You will see. You will see what they will do. No, they don't need it. They've been there. They don't need a third place match.
One thing I want us to take a look at is look at how Morocco got to where they are. Because of them, Belgium dropped. Because of them, Spain left. Because of them, the big boys left. And look at where they are. And that will keep making them feel we can do it. As it stands right now. I don't expect Croatia to fight for anything. They know we all know where they are. So they don't have anything. It's Morocco that really has what it stakes, that really needs to put a message out that Africa is ready.
Sure.
I think Croatia
is the match more than Croatia.
Croatia have been Croatia. I think is the best way to. Croatia have been Croatia throughout this World Cup. It's what we expect from Croatia. Morocco have not been Morocco. Morocco have been a completely different beast. Who knows if Croatia can sort of break the mold and maybe show us what their evolution, if there has been one. But at the moment, I think definitely Morocco have the edge. We played such great football against France. Honestly, we were so unlucky not to get a goal. I think if we can repeat that performance, I think we'll comfortably win that game. I believe we'll comfortably win that game. But you got to remember we're carrying the disappointment of not going any further to that match. The mindset's completely different to when you're still competing for the World Cup. And everything about the Moroccan story is about mindset. It's about belief. It's about dreaming. Those things now, they don't exist. We're in a whole different chapter now. It's about third place. It's about finishing in that third podium, the bronze medal. And sportsmen, silver and bronze is all great, but they all want to win. Sportsmen.
I don't really agree with you on that point. Reason: Morocco not ever. I believe that when they were going for this World Cup, anticipated to be in the last four. They never anticipated. Nobody ever gave them that chance. And I'm sure the players within themselves never gave themselves that chance. They just said, let us go and give our best and try. And look at them. So I don't think any of these players will feel deflated that they're not playing in the finals. If they had been in the finals before now, I would say, like Croatia, if they had been in finals before now, I would say they will feel that way. But every Croatian player dreamed of a finals because it came. But I think all they want now is we've got to this point, we've got to go home with something. And to mark the first African player with the bronze medal is a huge achievement by itself. Just like the whole of Africa were running around celebrating the graduation from quarterfinals to semifinals, every African is going to celebrate their third place match like it is the World Cup. That is our World Cup. That is our first World Cup. And I think every player, every supporter gets that clearly. The dream to be in the final was just like magical. But then the point is we are at the third place, our own first competition to be among the first three. That is huge. I mean, if any Moroccan is disappointed with this team, or any player is disappointed with, the person is not realistic. The person is actually not. I think the person is not well, because this team has performed magically well, marvelously well, And the third place mark is our first World Cup. And it is as big as that for everybody, the players, the supporters, the coach, everybody. It's as big as that. As I said, Croatia doesn't have that. They have the record is already there. They don't feel okay. They want to be in the final. They have been there 2018, remember? And so yeah.
My own take about it is Morocco has more to lose than Croatia. No more, Morocco is carrying the continent on them. The whole continent is watching at them. And that's number two. If you remember, they were not given a chance. They were one of the people that felt they would kick them out at the first round.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the group they're coming in from. So as it stands right now, if you sit down and watch Morocco-France back, number one, the ref was a little bit biased in some calls. If you look at that match, one. Two, if you look at the players, like Ben said, they didn't have good finishers. If they had, look at opportunities came in. If they had good finishers, if that team can be kept again for another 2-3 years, I bet you the next World Cup, Morocco will be among the top favorites. So as for me, Morocco-Croatia, Morocco is going to flog Croatia 2-0.
2-0. That's your prediction. NS, what's your prediction for the third place? Morocco-Croatia.
I support 2-0. Whatever it goes, I think Morocco is going to win. I mean, Morocco is going to win it.
I'm going to go 1-0. I'm going to go 1-0 just because, like I said, we struggle for goals. Unless Croatia unless they don't turn up to the game, then yeah, we could get to possibly more. But I think with the lack of finishers we have, I think we against a on form Croatia, we might struggle to bag 2-0. I think 1-0 is for me more realistic. And I just want to go back to what Ernest said about nobody thinking Morocco were going to get this far. Nobody did, except for that team and except for our coach. The rhetoric in the dressing room and pre-game and post-match and all his interviews shows that we were aiming to win the World Cup. From the very start, that's why we got where we got to. It's because of the mentality and the way we were thinking. I've not seen that camaraderie and that ethos amongst teams in a very long time, especially teams that lack so much in regards to quality and ability going into the World Cup. Those players grew during the World Cup. Amrabat, people are saying he's the man of the World Cup. He's the shining. I don't know. If there's a player of the World Cup, Amrabat's up there. So I really feel that even though the masses, many fans and neutrals saw us as outsiders, no chance at all, we Moroccans and Regraoui in the dressing room, we went for that World Cup. And it will be a disappointment that we didn't win it. That's the mentality you got to have to win these kind of competitions. It's not about, well, let's just take it each game as it comes. No, you have to have a belief that you're going to lift that cup. You need to manifest it. You need to visualize it. And that's what they were doing. We believed we were going to win that World Cup. And I do believe that within the players, just because I used to be a sportsman myself, I know the ultimate aim when you get into sports, especially professional sports, is to win, always to win. And as much as us on the outside were like saying, that it's still a third place, so they're playing for Africa, they still have to go and win a winning mentality. There's going to be a lack of desire, just a tiny lack of desire within the subconscious of those players. And I think that could cost us against in-form, strong Croatia, if it comes to it. But like I said, Croatia have been Croatia. I've never rated them as like a top side. They've always been contenders. I rate Morocco as a top side.
I think Africa in 2026 we have 11 slots. 9 slots, then 2 playoffs. I think Morocco should get an instant qualification. That's my own. If I were in CAF, I would say Morocco should get an instant qualification. Yeah, there should be no debate about it. They just shouldn't go through the. It would be good for them to play qualifiers, but not on the basis of qualifying, just to strengthen the team. I would think that Africa, CAF should give them automatic tickets for 2026, and Yeah.